Well, first of all, they have continuity from last year. They've added 2 veteran players who hasn't taken them very long to adapt to the system, David Lee and Amir. And the other players who have been here, and a lot of execution they're getting is some of the same stuff they did last year. The experience, the improvement they've made over the last couple of years. Brad and his staff has done a heck of a job of improving the team and getting them better. And adding Isaiah Thomas gives them one of the best one-on-one offensive players in the league. So a lot of versatility. Evan Turner's a heck of a versatile 1, 2, 3, whatever you want to call him. He can handle the ball, point forward. So have a lot of versatility that you have to combat.
How much do they remind you of where you were a few years ago, kind of taking the next steps, building a team, trying to step forward and be a factor?
Well, they're in similar position. I mean, they've done it, a couple of years. Same thing. So, in a similar position that we were a couple of years ago.
Amir, I remember DeMar saying at the start of training camp that it was different because it was his first one without Amir. You talked about it a little bit, the emotions that some of your guys are going to go through, and Amir on the other end playing against his old team.
Well, I saw Amir when he first came in, and it's emotional because you go through so many wars with a guy that you get to know him real well, the good and the bad, but there's a lot of good about Amir that we miss, and he's such a great person as well as a hell of a competitor that you always have a soft spot in your heart for a guy like that. Like I told him, the only time we're going to have a hard spot on our heart is at 7:30, 7:30 to 9:30, whatever that is. Then we'll be friends after the game. But miss Amir, but we wish him well.
Who are the Celtics getting in Amir? I mean, on the court and off the court.
Getting a great person, great competitor, hard worker, great teammate. Every adjective you want to give as far as Amir is concerned. Came in this league as a young high school kid, learned from some of the best in Rasheed Wallace and Ben Wallace and those guys in Detroit. Came in and gave some of that knowledge to our young guys over the last 4 or 5 years. And again, it's a business, and from both sides, and his side and our side, it's a business situation. And I know the Celtics has a heck of a player in Amir Johnson.